one of the key elements that we see in the industry is the use of machine learning, artificial intelligence, not only in improving productivity, but also taking further and further steps in actually ensuring the release of our products. So how we can work with artificial intelligence up against regulatory requirements, up against GXP requirements and so forth. That is going to change a lot of how business is conducted within the pharma industry.
I definitely believe that automation and continuous manufacturing will play a key role in the future. And there were some talks that I listened in to that end.
Trends I can see as pediatrics, high potent compounds, gene therapies and cell therapies, and specifically ultra low temperature frozen packaging. And in terms of challenges, I suppose that is a challenge, ultra low temperature packaging, having the infrastructure in place, having the expertise in place to be able to support that. I think there's some challenges that I can see in the horizon around sort of timelines and clinical timelines, and then commercial launch timelines as a result of COVID. I think a lot of clinical studies have been put on hold, and there's going to be an acceleration of clinical studies and then commercial product launches once sort of COVID has lifted and a little bit anyway, and we can get back to recruiting patients.
Some of the defining aspects looking into the future that will certainly define the pharmaceutical sector, whether they are going to ensure that, number one, that they are sustainable.
Main challenges for the future pharmaceutical manufacturing and packaging industry will be a higher complexity due to different product types, and there will be less blockbusters in the future, so the packaging volumes and the batch sizes will decrease, and this is a big challenge for all the manufacturers to establish a supply chain which is cost efficient, reactive, but still fast enough to supply the market.
Smaller volume, more niche type of products need for flexibility, modularity, whether it is in R&D or in supply chain, but we need to move from being oil tankers to much more agile speedboats.
I think data integrity is one of the major challenge. Today we are talking about that in one of the session. And second, there are so many challenges, but we can name a few which are coming up immediately on my tongue is data integrity and the integrity in terms of contract manufacturing between the partners interglobe. Contract manufacturing is really growing in the Middle East and Southeast Asia part, like India, China, and majority of the European customers are looking to partner the contract manufacturing firms from this area, which has a different culture. So I think one of the challenges is to bridge the cultural difference.
Some positive impacts that basically come by accelerating our digital transformation in the industry in general, not only in the pharma industry, but across many industries. On the negative impact side, of course, it has affected our ability to work in the factories and so forth. This has now improved again, and right now we are suffering from the impact of shortages within certain supplies because of the huge growth in vaccine manufacturing. This is also impacting other areas.
More than 50% people has a change in their working style. So this will definitely result in something which is not known yet. But the most important I feel is, any pandemic is really helpful to grow the pharmaceutical business.
I think in the long term, there's going to be a pressure on sterile fill finish because more and more COVID vaccines are utilizing that gap in that aspect of the industry. And as I mentioned before, I think there's going to be an acceleration of clinical trials and getting products to market